Welcome to Wyoming Country Living, where the skies stretch wide, the porch is always open, and the critters just keep coming. We're Kim and Chris, empty nesters who traded East Coast hustle for the wild peace of Wyoming. Each week, we're tackling homestead projects, wrangling our growing animal crew, and learning to live the country life one adventure at a time. Be sure to hit that like button and follow along so you don't miss a moment. And stick around till the end for our front porch question of the week. We're saving you a seat. Okay, next project. It's actually going to be a little bit more work than I had anticipated, but that's okay because hopefully it will last for a while. So I have components of a big desk that will go along this far wall. And then I have components of what will be a filing cabinet with two drawers. So just the bottom drawer is a file cabinet that will go along that wall and hold up the piece of laminate that I have to make an L-shaped desk. The paint that I bought is chalk paint, and it says that you don't need a primer, but as I've been doing a little bit more research, and because it's going to be down here in kind of a high traffic area, I think I am going to do a primer. So this first piece I actually have finished already. This one is actually wood. So I've taken the hardware off and have sanded this. So this one, I mean, I obviously have to clean it first, but this one, actually a couple spots there that I can sand some more, is ready for the primer. It doesn't need anything else because it's wood, whereas the actual desk itself is laminate. So it's going to be a little bit more of a project. Not going to rough it up as much as I did with the wood, but I had to fill the holes. So now I'm waiting for this hole fill to dry, and then I will sand the laminate pieces. So that gets a little bit lighter touch of sanding because it's laminate. And the front pieces of the drawer, it's actually kind of nice because the front pieces come off. So I just have to do the front, but the sides, the back, and then the top are going to take a little bit more work. So yeah, so you can see kind of the size of that, but because I'm going to paint around I don't know what this is for. Oh, that must be for the drawer that goes under. So I'll just worry about below what you can see. But a lot of surface area on those pieces. I'm not going to worry about doing the bottom of these two side pieces, but I will do the exterior. So I'm just trying to decide, because I have to wait for this wood filler on the fronts of the drawers, if I should get started on the sides, or I also have decided to use some of our leftover flooring to make myself a floor. So I don't know. I guess maybe I'll start, because there's so much surface area, I'll start sanding this outside and bottom pieces of the desk. So best place to put this, let's try here. That's the back that's going to face the wall, so the sanding doesn't really matter. So all I have left is this top that I think I'm gonna have to wait for. I don't know, I guess maybe I could have the boys help me put it up on the table and work on that. Let me see if I can find somewhere to put all these miscellaneous pieces. Or maybe I'll just wait and do that last. I would like to have everything ready to be primed tomorrow. All right, let's see what I can do. Picking back up with my desk project, I'm going to use the primer today. The other day I got the original hardware holes filled and sanded. I did have to do a second coat, but now they should be pretty good for when I prime and paint. So I'm going to start by doing the drawer faces, and then I'll move on to the other pieces, I should say, of the desk, the other components. So this is the top of the desk. I'm going to do it last, so I think I'm just going to cover it with some of this paper and put all the faces here and give them a good place to dry. All right, so I'm finally getting back to my desk. I have 2 coats of primer, and I'm going to be using this chalked paint. I had originally purchased this one, but it's way too small. This is like a green, this is a blue. So hopefully get this finished here today. All right, I did a little test patch. It looks like the second coat will go on much cleaner. So definitely 2, maybe 3 coats, since it doesn't take that long to paint all of these pieces. I think I may do 3 coats. We're not going to be ready to put it together till this weekend anyway, so I will try 3. Now I'm going to take this little knucklehead outside because she's causing a ruckus. All right, take 2. I got a new GoPro battery so that I can listen to the Penguin game, which will irritate Chris, but he can mute it out. Okay, well, second coat, better, but not great. Definitely gonna need a third coat. I think I'm gonna just let it dry overnight, really make sure that it's cured. And then I'll put a third coat on. And then if I can get that third coat done in the morning, Chris doesn't work tomorrow night, so we may be able to put the hardware and put most of the desk back together. I still have to do the top, right? I've been using this top as a platform, so I still have to prime this perimeter of the desk surface, and then I'll have to paint it, but I have to get all of these pieces back and reassemble the drawers. But once I can do that, right, once we can get the hardware back on and put into place, then it'll take up way less room. Same with this little filing cabinet. That's going to be the part that holds up the piece of laminate to make an L shape. I think what I'm going to try to do is, as this stuff dries here, I'm going to try to lay a couple of pieces of the, what time is it? Yeah, it's still early enough. I'm going to try to lay a couple of pieces of this laminate, because ideally, if we could get the base pieces of the desk made, then we can put that into place. But I don't want to build the desk when I don't have the floor down. So we are actually going to use, Chris had cut for me a couple of pieces to get this old, well, not old flooring, it's the flooring that we used for the bedroom. So I had originally thought that maybe I would get like a piece of laminate that I could just put on here, because we already have the floor purchased for the basement when we're finished, but that's going to be the last thing. And I need to be able to use this office space area, ideally by next week. And so I kind of want a real floor that, since I'll be coming down here to work every day, my little girl here has been doing so well for 42 minutes, but now she's decided she's done. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off, because she's going to keep barking. I'm going to play a little bit with the floor, and if I get something done, I will be sure to show you. All right, well, that was super quick work of that. Unfortunately, this is half. Excuse me, Missy. Let's try this. Okay, so this would actually be fine if I had more. This is half of what we have left. So if I double it, it will definitely be the length of the desk. This, I mean, I guess we could cut some pieces in half and bring it out that far, but again, it's not going to be nearly as big of a footprint as I had hoped for. But I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'm going to clean up for tonight and take this little girl outside and pick it up tomorrow.
All right, so Kim wanted to buy like a remnant of vinyl or something to put down here on the floor under her desk temporarily until we get, the rest of this done and put the real floor down. Be quiet. Thought that was kind of a waste of money, because we had extra flooring left from the bedroom down here. So she started to put that out, but we only had 2 boxes and it really wasn't covering enough space. So instead, we're using the actual floor that we bought for down here, which is just luxury vinyl plank or whatever they call it. And we have more of it than we need to, because I bought a special customer order batch that was returned at Lowe's, so I had to buy the whole batch. That's more than we need, although it was a really good deal, so that's why I got it. So we're just putting it out. I'm just laying it out. We're not staggering it or anything, because it's going to come right back up. Stop! As soon as we put the real floor down, but it's going to be reused. But this is what the floor is going to look like once we're done here in 5 years or whatever it's going to be.
office area is finished. So my desk, I refinished, put this blue chalk paint, and the top was originally two-tone, but I thought that would be a little too much blue, so I just made the top black. And with the beautiful wall that we have, and a filing cabinet with a piece of laminate. This was a leftover piece of countertop that we got off Facebook Marketplace. I have a nice little area. So this is actually the floor that we purchased for here in the basement, but we have quite a surplus of it. So this is just temporary. So we didn't make it super pretty, just put it down so I had somewhere that when I'm working down here, it feels like a little office. So got my clock up, got one of Chris's pictures up, and I am thrilled. It is a little chillier down here than I thought because we don't spend a lot of time down here, but we found a little space heater, so I can use that. Have this little gate here to keep the cats away from my computer stuff, and a little play area here for the puppy when I bring her down with me. And yeah, so right now this is the only little corner of the basement that is finished, but I am delighted with how it turned out. Really pleased with my desk. This is my chair that has my reindeer skin from Norway. But the desk and filing cabinet really turned out nice with the chalk paint. I put, well, Chris put all new hardware. I bought new hardware that's black. And this will be a great workspace for me. I have to travel this week for work, but starting the week after, looking forward to using it. Bye-bye.